Today in this latter webinar, What's New in Custom Tools 2023, I will show rest of the new features introduced in 2023 version of Custom Tools that was released a month ago. As we have many enhancements and new features and we wanted to keep the webinar length reasonable, we divided the topic into two separate sessions. The recording of the first session is already available on our website at customtools.info. Here you have a list of features that I'm going to present to you today. I expect this webinar to last about half an hour or a bit less, and a link to the recording will be sent to the registrants and published on the Custom Tools Info website as usual.
Okay, let's get started. We have recognized that Custom Tools can sometimes be overwhelming with all its options and selections, so we decided to simplify the tabs of the batch operations and clarify how some existing features are working. We completely removed additional options, layer definitions, and entity settings tabs and rearranged their functions and other remaining tabs the following way, having everything hidden that is not properly defined in used Custom Tools profile. Tasks tab now contains completely new feature to 2023 version, drawing automation, and is renamed based on that. That feature was, by the way, voted as the most appealing new feature in 2023 in our previous webinar. There hasn't been made changes how individual features are working, but just the user interface is clarified. I hope that you will like the changes. You should also bear in mind that some functionality is restricted in Basic Edition of Custom Tools. Let's see how the changes look in practice. If we have SOLIDWORKS open and Custom Tools loaded with an empty profile and we click Print and Convert to open Batch Operation window, we will first see Custom Tools Print and Convert wizard as we don't have any Print or Convert profile configured yet. We can cancel this for now to open Batch Operation window. Print Profile and Batch Conversion tabs are visible to allow us to create new batch printing or batch conversion rules. Experienced Custom Tools users may notice already that we are missing a few tabs in here. That's because we don't have any settings defined in options, but we do have a drawing automation and tasks tab, which was formerly known as task. Available tasks are now grouped into three different categories. There are exclusive tasks that can be run only individually, so if we select Rebuild, we get a note that task will be the only action performed, and if we try to select some other tasks, we will notice that there is a note that Rebuild Files task will be the only action performed during this batch operation. There is also indication whether files should be saved after executing the task. For instance, there is no point to rebuild files without saving the files, so when selecting this, files are saved automatically. On the other hand, if we have all possible options configured that can be used in Print and Convert, we can see more tabs in the window. Let's see how it looks like when Drawing Automations / Task tab contains also available sheet format actions. If one is selected, you have a possibility to save drawings, and that saving only applies to sheet format action. You can also modify visibility of layers in the drawing, and that applies only to print out or other files created from drawings. So those changes are not permanently saved to the files. In the override property values, you can update quantity to drawing properties, and there is also an option to save that value permanently. If you have at least one custom property that is bound to a dictionary, you can select to translate file to another language. Then there are run traditionally model properties that are defined to be modified in the batch operation, and then custom entities that used to have own group are also now included in here, because by selecting one modifies property values. I hope that this new layout will make more sense, and in case you are not using all the features in here, it makes the user interface simpler. Seed format action no longer require knowing the exact source seed, but also allows to rule targeting using the seed size. This is especially useful when the original format is not known but needs to be updated anyway. Let's see quickly what that means in practice. With custom tools, you can update or change your seed format used in the drawings either to output files such as PDFs created from drawings or permanently to original SOLIDWORKS files. This is extremely useful feature when you need to rebrand your drawings to match your product or customer graphics, or when you want to update your drawing layout. Settings that are housed in seed formats are seed size, border, title block and notes, for instance. As before, in the seed format actions in Custom Tools profile options, you can define seed format action profiles. Those profiles are containers for one or more actual seed format actions, which can either change or update the currently used seed format. When we define a new seed format action, we can select whether to update or change the used seed format file. Previously, you needed to explicitly define the source seed format file, meaning that file name needed to match. Note that path is not considered, but seed formats are searched in directories defined in SOLIDWORKS options for seed format file locations. In Custom Tools 2023, you can also match to specific seed size. By selecting, for instance, A3 landscape and choosing Change Seed Format as action, we can define desired target seed format explicitly. Over the years, you may have used differently named seed format files, so it's hard to identify drawings by explicit seed format name, but now you can just use seed size as parameter. File selection filters had been revisited and refactored for performance, having especially positive effect on performance in high latency network environments. In addition, total of 6 new filters are added under the file type filter. Root component drawing means top assembly drawing, and each model drawing added as an additional file. New drawing filter applies to drawings about to be created by a drawing creation rule. Excluded from BOM refers to component property setting in SOLIDWORKS assembly as name states. And perhaps a bit more exotic, hidden from BOM, which applies to a component when its parent is a subassembly and has the hide setting selected for child component display option in configuration properties. Toolbox and design library components should be quite self-describing. All these new filters are available also in the basic edition. Let's go to SOLIDWORKS to learn from where to find these settings. In this assembly, we have some toolbox parts. If we want to export all parts excluding toolbox parts to step file, we can do it in the following way. Let's first click Print Convert to open the batch operation window. In the batch conversion tab, we click Create New to create a new conversion rule. We select to convert part and assemblies to step file format. We accept the suggested default target path by clicking the Next, and the suggested conversion rule name by clicking the Finish. Custom Tools automatically suggest defining a file selection filter.
Without filter, all files matching the previously selected file type will get selected. We want to clear files that are toolbox parts. We can see here in the drop-down list all new filters except the drawing type selection, as the file conversion rule is not applied to the drawings. We want to associate this filter to the file conversion rule for future use. And as we can see now, toolbox parts are not anymore selected. Similarly, if we want to convert only automatically created files to PDFs for inspection, we can define filter using the same approach. After selecting the drawing creation task and desired batch conversion rule, we notice that both the existing drawing and drawings about to be created are selected. We can define a new filter, and this time we have also new drawing file type selection available. This time, for demonstration purposes, we can define just one-time usage filter, but still we notice that the filter is clearing selection from the existing drawing.
Integration of custom tools batch operations with SOLIDWORKS PDM Professional was introduced originally in Custom Tools 2021 Service Pack 1 version and have been since gradually improved the capabilities across multiple Custom Tools releases. Custom Tools 2023 now introduces PDM Professional support also for batch operations that modify existing documents, rebuild tasks, sheet format actions, and sheet metal drawing tasks. To properly handle these operations, Custom Tools will automatically attempt to check out documents that need to be modified and check them back in when done. Also, drawings created by the newly introduced drawing creation rule are automatically checked in to SOLIDWORKS PDM Professional. These additions are not only supported with Custom Tools for SOLIDWORKS, but also with Custom Tools Task Add-in for SOLIDWORKS PDM Professional.
Let me show how we can permanently update sheet format of SOLIDWORKS drawings to different one. Our target is to change the sheet format and thus layout of this drawing, which is A3 size, to ATR branded one. Firstly, we need to define what we want to do in the profile options sheet format action. I don't have any sheet format action profile yet, so I'm going to create one. After that, we instruct Custom Tools to change the sheet format file to the ATR1 if the drawing sheet size is A3. In order to launch that action as PDM task, we need to define a batch operation template that can hold a lot of different tasks. This time we will create the most simplest one by just adding one action, which is the sheet format action we just created. So in order to do so, let's activate batch operation templates page. After that, we start creating a new template, giving it a descriptive name. After that, we include desired actions and finally save it. After that, we can go to SOLIDWORKS PDM administration. We start by creating a new task. Add-in to use is Custom Tools Task Add-in. Then we define the execution method. After that, we select the Custom Tools template to execute and click OK to make the task available. In the PDM Vault view, we can right mouse click the drawing and launch the task to change the sheet format. We need to wait for PDM and Custom Tools to process the task.
Now when task is finished successfully, we can go back to Vault View and refresh the preview. We notice that drawing is updated, and we can also verify that in the file history. Custom Tools Export loads the last used export profile by default when accessed. This is not always desirable, as it might take some time to load the export view, especially for large structures. Custom Tools 2023 Service Pack 0 introduces quick access for export profiles, allowing users to launch the export view directly for specific export profile from the Export Flyout menu at the Command Manager tab. The export toolbar and context menu commands have not changed and still open the export for the last used export profile. Batch operation templates were introduced in Custom Tools 2021, and since then we've seen very interesting ways to use them. It made sense to enable quick launching them for the current design or selected component. The possibilities of different operations are endless. After upgrading, your UI is not upgraded automatically, but you need to enable quick access in the options separately. Let me show how. If you regularly work with multiple export profiles, it may be frustrating to open the export window to the last used profile just to notice that it happens to be a wrong one this time. If you have a large structure and slow ERP connection, it may take a while before you are able to switch to the correct profile. Custom Tools 2023 solves the problem by enabling quick access. In the profile options, export profiles, you may define which profiles are available for quick access. I want to make my Odoo integration and Excel report available to quick access. In order to do so, I need to edit the desired export profile and click to select quick access. Now I'm able to select desired export profile straight from the Command Manager tab without need to spend time to wait just to incorrect profile to load. Similarly, we can define quick access for batch operations. In order to do so, we first need to define a batch operation template in the settings. Let's say that typically I need to make A4 paper prints, I need to create e-drawings and PDF from my drawings. In addition, I want to make sure that sheet format file is up to date, as I made recently some changes to drawing layout. As a final task, I also want to include quantity to my exported PDF files. With all this collected to a single template with quick access selected, I can simply launch the task in Custom Tools Command Manager. There are countless of possibilities that you can benefit from. Here we can see one example of different tasks to access quickly. Keep in mind that you are entitled to update to Custom Tools 2023 in case you have an active subscription. If you are about to update SOLIDWORKS to 2023 version, you must update Custom Tools also, but even if you are not planning to update SOLIDWORKS yet, you may benefit from Custom Tools 2023, as in addition to the matching SOLIDWORKS major version, it supports 3 main releases backwards. If you want to test Custom Tools 2023 before taking it in use, You may take a copy of your production database and install Custom Tools 2023 side by side with any older Custom Tools release, but when you decide to update, remember to update all the clients, as you need to update your Custom Tools database, and that's not backward compatible, obviously. The first service pack of 2023 version is scheduled to be released in April. What we can relieve already is that the automatic drawing creation will get more features, such as possibility to insert BOM automatic.
We are in the life-saving business. We kill your routines before they kill you.